Alrighty then, happy Halloween. Second video of the day. We're going to actually review a figure that I have high expectations for. It is the Diamond Select, Universal Select, Son of Frankenstein action figure. Yeah, it's a Toys R Us exclusive. This is a few years old. 2014 to be exact. There were two figures in this line. Actually, there were two figures in this wave. I guess this wave came in 4. In this particular wave, it was the creature from the Black Lagoon and the Son of Frankenstein figure. So yeah. It's heavy, quite heavy. But yeah, so what do you say we get this out of the package? Well, let's read this. Let me get my cheaters on. It's something I don't normally do. Let me keep my brain sharp. Let's do some reading. In 1939's Son of Frankenstein, Dr. Henry Frankenstein's son, Wolf, returns to his ancestral home, where he discovers the comatose body of his father's creation. Known to the frightened townspeople as Frankenstein's monster, hoping to restore his family name. Wolf revives the monster with the help of a local blacksmith, Igor. Is able to control the monster and sends him on a mission of murderous revenge, a path that ultimately puts Wolf and his son Peter in grave danger. Actor Boris Karloff resumes one of his most acclaimed roles, that of the misunderstood monster who ultimately turns against a world that fears and despises him. Yeah, beginning in 1923, Universal Pictures began a series of horror and science fiction movies that changed film forever. The monsters who appeared in these films have become some of the most iconic characters in film history. Yeah, amen to that. For sure, we all grew up with these, I'm sure. And time you hear the name Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman, whatever, the first image is always a Universal picture from the old days. So yeah, what do you say we crack him open and have a look? As if by magic, he's out of his package. I pulled everything out of the package. I said when I bought this, I thought this was a Build-A-Figure. Nope. This is just an arm for display at his feet or something. Get a clever little stand here. A little peg on there. A couple of peg holes in the bottom of his feet. And we have this little Diamond Select brochure in here. Kind of eager to see what's inside here. See the offerings, I would imagine. Let's see here. Oh yeah, here we are. We get an offering of Lon Chaney as Quasimodo, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Boris Karloff as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde action figure. I've never actually seen that one. And of course, I've seen this one. I actually saw that one time some time ago. And I've never seen that mutant, the Metaluna mutant, in anywhere. Oh, well, and here's more. And these might just be busts. And here's a line of busts that they offer, which absolutely do nothing for me. So, yeah, let's have a look at Frankie. And, yeah, he's still heavy. He's still very heavy. And you got to look at that face. Look at that face. I wouldn't say it's a spot-on likeness for Boris Karloff. If you notice, there's a lot more of these clamps here going across his head than in the original Frankenstein. Because if you're familiar with the movie, when they had to put this guy back together, they had to put him back together after a fire. Remember, he was in the windmill when he was burned up. So they actually had to remove his head one more time and do whatever they were going to do to him, but it required more clamps. Seeing this is what you see right there. So look at those eyes if you can see them. And in this movie, he was actually wearing this fur tunic. And a standard grubby old shirt. Mechanic shirt, if you will. We go with the mechanic thing again. Nice paint on the pants. Oh, it looks like it's all molded in black, but it has like a brown bronze dry brushing over the pants. Very cool. And you gotta dig his stacks from the 70s. The only thing missing is a goldfish in the heels. That's a 70s reference there. Hands look really good. He's got the black fingernails. He's got the bolts on his neck to deliver the electricity. Very nice. Let's go through his articulation. His head will do that. It's definitely on a ball joint, so you can get some up movement like so, down movement like that, which I think he looks the best when he's looking downward. But can we do this? He can get some side look for a lot of character, just like that, and shoulders up. You got a cut here in the bicep. Let me hold that there. You see that? You got a single joint. Let's see. Single joint in the elbow. You have the wrist is actually pinned in pretty far inside there. And of course you have a hinge at the wrist, which has got some paint on it. There we are. A little heat probably would do that well, but yeah, there you are. And oh yeah, here we go. The hinge there. Let's flip this upside down. Rotate this guy back like so, and there we have that. Nothing in the waist. Of course, you're not going to get anything because of this big heavy-duty tunic, but you do have a thigh cut there. I must say the joints are nice and tight on this. On this type of action figure, that's what you want. Tight joints. Single joint in the knee. And you have a pin in his ankles and a rocker. So you can see that. And of course, you can get a little movement on the hinge, but the pants gonna catch it right there. So yeah, very cool, very nice figure indeed. Can't hold this, can he? I'm trying to see if he can hold the arm. Maybe he can beat Igor with it. Let's see if he can actually hold this thing. He can. And there he is. He can actually beat you down with somebody else's limb. Very nice. And of course I'm sure he'll peg right into his base with no problem. Where's that? Yeah, right here in the heel. But he doesn't really need it, you know. It's nice that they give it to you. It's always nice to get something extra in your action figures. And there you are. He'll look good on display. He really will. Let's see if I can get this out a little bit. Maybe elevate it like he's about ready to wail on somebody. Nice. Very cool. Alright, that's been my look at the 2014, is that 2014? I think it's 2014 Diamond Select Toys R Us exclusive Son of Frankenstein figure. Happy Halloween. Howlin' Wolf out.